Okay, Jace Tunnell here, Mission Aransas Research Reserve at the University of Texas Marine Science Institute. And we've got a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle that's nesting. She just got into her trance and she's starting to lay her eggs. And luckily, this is the benefit of having volunteers that are able to go out and they do their surveys along the beach every single day, you know, looking for the turtles that are coming up and nesting. So this is the only species that nests during the daytime. It's one of the most endangered species in the world. And we're here on Mustang Island, and here on the Texas coast, they get around, 250 to 300 nesting Kemp's Ridleys each year. Now down in Mexico, they get, thousands and thousands. But they're trying to reestablish the species here. And so what the volunteers will do after she's done laying her eggs, which they'll be, 80 to, 110, somewhere in there, they'll put tags on her, marker, all this kind of stuff, like, measurements, all that kind of stuff. Then let her go back into the ocean, and she might actually come up one or two more times to lay more nests this season, to lay more eggs. And so very interesting. Now the eggs will be excavated and they'll be taken to the Padre Island National Seashore, where Dr. Donna Shaver has a facility there to incubate the eggs for about 55 days until they hatch. And they like to keep the temperatures warm, so they all are females, and then they release them there at the National Seashore. So we'll do a little bit of video. We kind of try to stay back while she's laying her eggs, and then do the tagging and stuff like that afterwards. And so Alicia Walker will also be here very soon to help in that. And so the reason they take the eggs out of the sand and take them to be incubated into a facility is that if we left them here, there's a lot of coyotes, there's raccoons, badgers, fire ants. Hurricane season is about to start in a couple of weeks, so we're going to have storm surges that could come all the way up to the dunes. And so, a better chance of survival if we can take those eggs and put them into being incubated. Otherwise, they'd have little to no chance of surviving. So we need to try to protect as many as possible. Okay, so the turtle's finished laying her eggs. She's now heading back to the water. They're probably going to try to detain her so that they can get the information, put tags on her, and all that kind of stuff. And so what we'll do is I'll come back whenever they start taking the eggs out, so you can kind of see that process.
There it is.
Okay, so next step of this, they've got a shade structure up. They're about to start digging up the eggs. They're kind of clearing a space, getting all the material where it needs to be. And this is the egg crate that they're going to go in. It actually has a temperature wire that will hang out of it. And they've got some fresh sand that's dry and without any kind of vegetation in it, because that could actually be bad for the eggs. And then the hole where the nest is right in this area. So
all right, now let's take our sand over and then we'll farm it there.
Okay, so now they're excavating the eggs and they're going into this crate. So let's get a closer look.
About 50?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're at 28. All kind of business. Egg.
They're rubbery, they're not hard like a chicken egg. Egg. Egg.
Okay, so now you've seen kind of the whole process. Turtle comes up, usually nests kind of near towards the base of the dunes. It gets into a trance, then after it's done laying, kind of covers up the eggs, heads to the water. Once it gets to the water, you know, if a volunteer is able to see it, they tag it, get all the information for it so we know if it comes back up and nest again. Then it's released. Then the real work starts and they start removing the eggs. And they're already at about 30 eggs they've taken out, so they've probably got another 30 minutes or so to be able to excavate. Then somebody's going to take these eggs in that crate all the way down to the Padre Island National Seashore, where they'll be in their incubation there until they hatch, in hopefully about 55 days. So then they'll be released, and sometimes the National Seashore has public releases where they ask people to come out at 6 in the morning, so you got to wake up early. But then they'll release all the ones that hatched, and you know, could be up to 100 to 110 eggs. So with that, now you know the whole process. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.